The next panel could be generational. Let's see. Oh my goodness. The art. I've been glazing the art for the past for so long. But bro, look at this. Come on. This is beautiful. The pose, the colors, everything fantastic. The Sumire fans are eating. Okay, and that's the sword that she was supposed to build or repair for Boruto. Okay, so he's practicing the new jutsu. Ooh. Oh, so this is a different handstand. Usually the man transfer jutsu is this, but this is this, and it's making an explosion. Why? Well done. It's almost complete. Yeah, somehow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed too. You really did make it yours in a single day. Wow. Boruto, let's get one thing straight. I'm only here for Konoha and Himawari. I haven't forgiven your betrayal or accepted you as my teammate out. Wow, that's awful to hear, because like they really grew up together. You saw them in all the filler episodes, them hanging out together and stuff. You know, I haven't accepted you either. You remember this. If you make your Himawari cry even once, I'll shave that ridiculous haircut off until you're bald. That's funny. That's funny. Look, the writing here is great because he expected him to say something crazy like I'll kill you or whatever, but that would only reinforce the view he has of Boruto already. Yeah, that's what a traitor would say. That's what an evil person, a bad person would say. But no, he flipped the script and jokingly said, I'll cut that ridiculous haircut off. That's cool. That's cool how they did that. Hey, wait. What gives him the right to... I mean, how dare he? He's the one who completely messed up the Uzumaki family. He opens the door, Mitsuki's here. Ah, you're here. Come on in. You're free to go. Return to your duties. Ah, okay, so they're interrogating a bunch of people. Mitsuki included. And Mitsuki is the main one that helped out with the snake and everything. They could have found some snake oils or fluids on Boruto's shackles or anything like that. So this could be dangerous. Sensory unit. This is Yamanaka-sai. Sensory unit here. I want to know the calm history between Saratobi Konohamaru and any third parties over the last 7 minutes. Okay, but I'm not gonna find anything since it was a secure channel with Inojin. Boom, boom, boom. He leaves. The last transmission was his scheduled check-in last night. There is no record of any usage these past few minutes, but he already knows. I see. Thank you. Now, Mitsuki, child of infamous Orochimaru, looking majestic in this one tiny little panel here. You were the nearest to Boruto when he made his escape. I have some questions for you about the circumstances of that moment. And then Boruto with his new sword. Oh, that whole looks clean. The blade's material is still the same, just treated, and its shape altered for maximum strength and cutting ability. The guard is unchanged, but the rest is being almost totally remade. That's not all. The blade is now set to automatically maintain your Uchiha blade jutsu Hagoromo on its own once you've gripped the hilt and activated the jutsu. So oh my gosh, that's clean. So he activates it, and yeah, it works. Is it absorbing a small amount of my chakra? Yes, but don't worry, it allows the Hagoromo to continue running with it without you having to spare any of your focus on it, so long as your chakra doesn't run out. I see, nice. Just a little side note here. I wonder if that's a bad thing, and I wonder if there's any ill intent with Sumire, because Sumire has always been a bit of a weird character. She always seems like she might have some other stuff going on in the background. So I'm wondering, is she taking his chakra for another reason? Like, is his chakra being sent somewhere? Is she trying to absorb his chakra for some sort of reason? I'm just thinking here, because the way she dismissed it, it kind of feels like, I don't know, something else is going on here. I don't know, just a theory, just to put that out there. And also, to add to that, it could be bad, because if it's draining his chakra, it's obviously bad. He might need all of his chakra when he's fighting Jura or someone strong, right? So if this is siphoning a bit off his chakra, and it's a very little amount, so it could be unnoticeable. So he could just realize, oh shit, I'm really low on chakra. I didn't realize because of this thing that's draining my chakra. So I don't know, it could be a bad thing. We'll see. But be careful. If someone whose chakra isn't registered with the blade touches it, they will quickly expend a lot of chakra. Ooh, that's cool. So it just siphons people's chakra. If that's really cool. It's a safety feature in case a foe tries to steal it. Yours and Master Sasuke's chakra are already registered. That's cool, dude. She puts Sasuke. Now, does that mean that Sasuke might be coming back soon? Because that would be completely unnecessary if Sasuke wouldn't be coming back for like ages. Maybe he breaks the sword in the future, or he stops using it and uses something else, like in the far future. So it could be that he's coming back sooner than we think, since Ikimoto decided to put this in the story. Huh? A built-in scientific ninja tool feels safe, eh? Perfect. One more thing. A certain special material has been compounded into the katana. What could it be? So, that's the deal. A surprise raid by the divine trees. Yup, Konoha will soon become a battlefield. I plan to launch an AWP using the intel I just shared with you. With that bastard Boruto as an ally? Is he just now telling Konohamaru everything? Sorry, what's his son's name? I completely forgot it. Mini Konohamaru, because that's basically it. Did he just tell him about everything, or has he already known about everything? I don't know. He's the criminal who murdered Lord 7. When did you forgive him, Dad? I can't believe it. How can you still call yourself Hokage? There is something I swore to myself when I accepted this position. I would be unbending in my convictions, no matter the circumstances, just like Naruto Lord 7. I butchered that. And that's what I'm still doing. I'm not compromising or giving into pressure at all. I'm sticking to my beliefs and making necessary decisions in order to protect Konoha. Boruto's assistance is absolutely essential to fighting the divine trees. If you can't accept it, that's fine. You don't need to be a part of this op. I'm not gonna order you to be. However, in that case, you cannot mention what I told you to anyone. I'll leave you to make your own choice. I'd rather you order me. Himawari is signing up, right? For your op? She's just like Sarada in terms of wanting to help Boruto. She stupidly even became a shinobi for that purpose. Wow, that must be really confusing for someone who really doesn't know what's going on at all. Obviously, because of omnipotence, he can't know, right? It's this unstoppable force that's making you think a certain way. So that must be crazy to see all your friends start becoming traitors and wanting to help the guy that killed the last Hokage, Naruto, like the goats of the whole world. That must be crazy. Chocho can't let Hima do this on her own, and Inajin and I feel the same. So I'm willing to put aside my personal feelings about Boruto and risk my life as a shinobi to carry out any order given by the Hokage. Hold on, that was unexpected. I thought he was gonna bitch about this is Shikamaru's son. What was I even thinking? Of course he wasn't gonna bitch about it. He's about, oh, he's locked in like his dad. He's about that. He's smart. He's calculated. That was hard though. As a shinobi to carry out any order given by the Hokage. It's not even dad and son anymore. This is Hokage. If you know what's going to happen, why can't you give us more details? Why are you giving us only bits and pieces of intel? Because if you tell them, the more you tell people, the more it's likely to change. To give an example, would you still have squared off against Jura to rescue Himawari if you had known you were going to die? If you'd known, you might have hesitated, frozen in fear, or exactly. And as a result, had you not died in that moment, would that power of Himawari still have awakened? Oh my gosh. What I'm getting at is that the moment I tell someone the future I saw, it changes it to some degree. The more ideal the approach to the future, the better it is if your people know about it. Since something relayed in good faith could lead to things progressing in the wrong direction. The consciousness and actions of we singularities who know snippets of the future at times greatly sway subsequent developments, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. The more singularities there are, the more the future branches in complex ways, making it even harder to predict, thus nullifying prescience advantage completely. So we're getting a little recap on how prescience works, okay? One must be consciously cautious about what and how much to tell who in order to ensure things move towards the ideal future. Then if you're deliberately not telling us much, can I assume that means us just continuing to go with the flow will likely lead us to roll in a good direction for the time being? He doesn't answer. I never know if my choice was correct or not until I see the outcome. So he's just taking a gamble most of the time, just hoping it's correct. I relayed what I thought was vital. I can only entrust Shikamaru and Boruto to decide how to battle the enemy before us. Okay. This is also cool because a lot of Excuse me? Hold on, hold that thought. I don't even want to look at that right now. What I was about, I lost my train of thought as well. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh yeah, a lot of people, Boruto haters, they don't really think, right? We don't really talk about them, but one of the main things that they talk about is the fact that the new characters are too overpowered and blah blah blah, that bullshit, right? But like, if they actually read instead of just yapping, they'd see stuff like this. This guy can see in the future. In any other anime, this would be an insanely broken power with no limits and he'd be one of the strongest, right? But no, there's so many restrictions like he's talking about right now where like he can barely even use the power for it to still be somewhat effective. And even when he does use it, he's unsure if it's actually going to end up that way because of like it's so well written and so like they balance it. Ikimoto balances it so well. I just had to mention that. But anyway, back to whatever the fuck this was. How'd you get... Or are they... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, you got me. You got me. Kashin Koji, you're a funny guy. You got me for a second. I thought the fight started and Ada already got God. But no, these are the futures that we're seeing. Okay. And in the last reaction, if you guys can remember, I didn't mention this. It would have been cool to see a page of Himawari dead and Inojin holding her. And just like that, prediction number 2. But it is in this chapter, not the last one. But I think you'd agree that we ought to at least change any future where Ada and Himawari die, no? Facts. Can you hear me? This is Shikamaru. Just so you know. Bro, Ada is so bad. I'm sorry. And so is girl at the bottom. Who is that? I forget her name. This is an unofficial off-the-record transmission. Thus, only those of you hearing my voice are members of my current op. Okay. Oh, Kawaki looking clean? And he's in the op as well. I mean, of course, they did team up with in the last few chapters. Okay. There were 2 main selection criteria. First, that you aren't hostile towards Boruto in regard to an upcoming battle. And Sarada's looking. Do they know who's in the op? Or is he about to tell them right now? Konoha still sees Boruto as a foe to be captured and killed. I anticipate attempts to hinder him during his op. While staying alert for the enemy, each of you will support Boruto within the village. True, that's all you have to do. You have to support Boruto and just let Boruto handle it. Oh, Sarada could help. Yeah, I could see Sarada helping. So basically just Sarada and Boruto are the big hitters and everyone else is supports right now. Second, regarding this transmission, it is on a dedicated line made possible by Yamanaka Inojin's Ninjutsu, the mind transmission formation. Wait a minute, I thought that was an explosion. What is happening right now? So the frog absorbs it and then projects it here on the screen. Our foe is the divine tree Mamushi, a monster who can divide into multiple selves. Furthermore, he apparently can erase his chakra signature too, so we won't catch him using the village's chakra detection net. That's where this new jutsu of energy comes into play. Oh, this is to find him, huh? So the feature where we can converse over long distances is identical to a regular mind transfer jutsu. What's different is that each person connected to this line can be turned into a receiver and used to sense the vibrations of the objects in their vicinity. Oh, this is advanced vibrations. Every object emits vibrations with unique wave frequency. So we intend to identify Mamushi's wave frequency and use it to pinpoint where they are and capture them. Okay, meaning don't dwell on it. Inojin and I will suss out the numbers and locations of the enemies and relay it to you all. That's it. Okay, so this new jutsu is mind transfer jutsu, or not mind transfer, mind communication jutsu, whatever the fuck it's called. Why have I just realized that the mind transfer jutsu is different than the communication one? What? I mean, yeah, this the mind the communication thing has been around for a while, right? You know how they at the end of Shippuden, I think, or at the start of Boruto, something like that. So it's been around for a while. So I probably came to this conclusion before, or like thought about this before. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how they evolved it from just being able to transfer into someone's mind to being able to communicate telepathically. That's pretty cool. Anyway, you can communicate telepathically, but you can also be a receiver and be able to detect and sense people around you depending on their vibrations. Okay. I thought by receiver, he was going to say that you can like hear people around them. That would have been cool too. So it's not only a call between, people, but it could also become like a microphone and you can hear people around them. So like you can like sneak into a place and have people hear everything that that guy's hearing. Damn, Inojin, when did you master jutsu like that? My preamble ended up being a bit long, but now I'll explain Mamushi's ability, how to deal with them, and the mission. Inojin senses something. Ooh, he's just in the village. Don't kill anyone, please. Hey, bros. Hey, bros. Do you know where I can find, I want my name data? And then Shikamaru's seen it too. Lord it's him. Mamushi's already in the village. Quick. Yeah, I see it. Wait, so, oh no, he hasn't had time to explain his abilities yet. No. Yeah, I see that. Relax, Inojin. Focus on your jutsu. The enemy is in area 36 of Sector C. 8 of them within several tens of meters. Boruto, keyhole is the closest symbol. Got it. It goes, teleports, pew, flying Raijin. And then he starts flying. Damn it, that's several days earlier than forecast. I told you, fate has already started shifting. So things can be affected that aren't even connected. Bars. Him telling Inojin and other stuff like changes things not connected. So it's not like a domino effect, it's like a butterfly effect. By some weird logic, somehow Mamushi decided to come a few days earlier. Okay. Bastard, just you wait. Totally gross, I feel like puking. Don't worry, I won't let— wait, yeah, just leave him to Damon, whatever you want to call him. Like, it's GG's, you've won. I won't let him even touch you. I'm gonna head out. Sorry to wait. Given the nature of his ability, we can expect his split self to spread over a wide range. So they want to use her Mangekyo, maybe? Team 10 to Sector D East. Team 7 stand by Sector B North. Are we gonna see a panel with all of teams, with Boruto, Kawaki, Sarada? Please, oh my, that would feed families, generations. I need to see that, please. Mitsuki, what's your status? I doubt they'll be releasing me anytime soon. Shall I forcibly break out? Negative. I don't want to rashly provoke them. So Mitsuki is like, I can break out of here. I mean, true, they're not like holding him by force, so he could just break out pretty easily. Wait for an opening. If you can, take advantage of any chaos. I'll try to think of something too. Roger. Listen, Mamushi's target is Ada, so keep yourselves ready to move to Sector A East at any moment's notice, and then we get a beautiful panel of my goat Boruto. Oh my goodness, look at— we need a zoom for this one. We're gonna need a zoom for this one, big bro. Look at— oh my goodness. Oh my— wow. It's just my goat. That's my goat right there. Boruto will travel to each spot using the flying Raijin. Kawaki, you provide support as needed. Wow, they got Kawaki as a support. Miss Ada's location? We'd love to know it too. Who's this freak anyway? Hey, brethren. Mamushi's British confirmed. Feel free to kill him, but don't destroy any buildings. Don't want to get yelled at by Jura. You better not. Huh? It's the same geezer. A doppelganger? If you don't know, we're done. Sorry to have bothered you. Hey, wait, what are you— oh, they're gonna be dead in the next panel. Ooh. Okay. Boruto killed one. Nice. How did you slice him 3 different times? 2 different times in one slash. He came down. I'm not questioning it. I know he could do that. I'm just surprised. Like, Boruto, you're really skilled with a sword. You must have pulled it out, went pow, back the way, and sheathed it again. Oh. If you don't want to die, I suggest you get lost. Boruto! And then he starts splitting. Jumps down. He does his little big fist thing, blocks it. Wow! And they start running. Why is Boruto here? Who knows? We need to alert the police force. Mamushi gets sliced again, or one of the clones gets sliced again. Okay, so they're not too strong. They're not too durable, even if there's like a few of them. Oh, did someone just sneak my goat? Oh, nah. Couldn't be Boruto. I refuse to believe that happened. And then he stands he picked up a penny from the floor and now he's standing back up. He didn't get hit or anything like that, no. Oh wait, didn't they mention they can use all energy, all nature transformations? So he can use fire, lightning, water, all of them? I think I remember that, I don't know. But he breathes fire? No juice or anything, just breathing fire. Hey stupid, you're setting the buildings on fire. Oh crap. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, karma is activating. Oh my gosh. And there's smoke covering Boruto and his top half. The next panel could be generational. Let's see. the fact that I called it and it actually was generational just adds to my hype in that moment. I'm sorry. We're finally seeing Boruto with the karma, embracing that shit, using that shit. And it ends there. Okay, so hype immediately died, but I still can't get over this panel. Hold on, let's zoom in a little bit. Oh my goodness, my glorious blue-eyed king. Look at how they portray you in this art. Oh, I didn't even read. Hold on, gah. I just can't get used to this weird itchy feeling when I absorb things. That's what he did, then he absorbed it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm hyped. Wow. Great chapter. I'm gonna keep reacting to more and more chapters until we're caught up. We've got a few more. I'm very much behind. I'm more behind than I realized, but we're gonna catch up in this week, next week, definitely. But we're gonna Boruto marathon. We're gonna keep reacting, keep reading until we are fully caught up. So if you want to see my next reaction, it should be somewhere over here. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, gonna be reacting to it every single weekday until we finish it. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.